what it's like to actually be in a real battle. Line up, stand still, stare at each other, and then you get to go back to camp and do it again the next day. Like, that's kind of the reality of actual battles. Like, the fighting in battles... This is the thing with a lot of battles before the age of gunpowder. It was a lot of, you line up, you stand and stare at each other, and you might not fight at all. And then when you finally do fight, it's after like long periods of time, if that. Sometimes in cases the battles were of the day of the armies running into each other, but a lot of the time it would be the armies would line up, meet each other, and then just immediately and then just a fight. Let's see how you react to that.
Advance at speed! Heavy! By your command, your orders!
No. These guys.
Ready and waiting. At speed!
Oh. Like that. Man, I actually had the Rome 1 mod, music mod in for the longest time. Holy crap, this music is awesome. I don't know if some of it might be modded in music, but damn. This is like something out of freaking Doom. And make sure you're streaming every day. I used to stream every day. I don't think I'm going to be doing that anymore. Like, right now, I am recording this as well. So, what my new plan is, I probably won't stream every single day. There'll probably be times where I'll stream day to day and then stop for a long period of time. But my plan is I'm going to record in 30-minute segments along with the recording, so you have the full stream, but then you have the stream being broken up into 30-minute parts as well. So you get something that's the full thing, the full unedited, the full raw stream, but then also as well, something that's shorter, and more easily digestible. And the reason I'm doing that is particularly because of how YouTube functions and how all that works. Because while I could just do the full streams and leave that, to make YouTube happy, it makes it easier to break stuff up and have actual videos going on. Okay, now I'm just gonna do this real quick. Boop! Coming from behind them, boys. You guys as well. Close them in. Ah, that woke them up. Why are you going all the way over here? You were the closest. Yeah, these guys are going to be pretty tired compared to them being fresh, but the enemy is surrounded. Mostly surrounded. Get yourselves lined up, everybody. Yeah, that's it. Just run through there like that. Do that. Not enough of them are dead. They're gonna come back. Fuck. Okay.
Hastati! Advance at speed!
Close the gap a bit. Let's soften up these corners.
Advance at speed! Romans, ready for duty. Memming troops, awaiting orders. At speed! Romans all! Double time!
What? Don't bra me. It's slow,
Ready!
but I got them how I want them. Oh no. Oh no, they caught them before they... Oh no, they lined up. Hit them! Hit them, hit them, hit them.
Hastati!
That's good right there, like that. Close up this gap a bit.
Missiles awaiting time!
You get over here. These guys are coming back. That's fine. They won't be able to do anything. You just move up like that. I don't really have to do much with you. You guys get right up on top of them and start throwing shit at them. They're already running. They're already breaking. Good. There we go. That is okay. At least it's not Warhammer. You don't like Warhammer? I find that game a little bit more tougher to work with, but that's because you have to try and work around guns along with melee, which is kind of just a mess. To be honest, they hit them in the backs and they're done. Oh, that unit's been getting hit a lot. Holy! How are they down that much? Yeah, General, make these guys not break. I think it's time to simply just do this. Everybody on the General. You guys here? You guys here? Not you. You guys stay on these guys. Magic and archery is pretty much the meta for Warhammer. Yeah, I'd imagine so. In a world of magic, long range is your best friend. You want to know why I know so much? You want to know why I'm going to have so much knowledge about Rome? It's because throughout the past several years, I have taken a journey.
The enemy general is dead.
That's nice. That is 9. I have taken a journey. Oh, God. We have to wait till we get out of this. This is an easy fix. I have taken a journey through history. Literally starting with before 3000 BC, or roughly around 3000 BC, and I am working my way to the modern day via using a Wikipedia list of wars. Like, it is a list of essentially every war in history from the earliest that we know of all the way up to current ongoing conflicts. And what I do is I go through this list and simply look them up on YouTube. and find documentaries, videos, short stuff, whatever. And I just learn. So I know a good amount about Rome, especially about the age of antiquity, simply because I have gotten all the way to, I believe I'm at this point at 750 AD. I have made it all the way to the year 750. So I have seen the rise of Rome. I have seen the swap from the Republic to the Empire. I have seen the disastrous destruction that has brought Rome's downfall. I have seen the Western Roman Empire collapse and be taken over by the Goths and other barbaric tribes. And I have now seen, and I am now just shortly before the rule of Charlemagne. I have seen the Eastern Roman Empire reclaim Italy, along with the whole of North Africa, and I've seen it all come crumbling down through Muslim invasions. That's pretty good. Occupy. They're still alive! Okay. This is an easy fix. Save. Load. Hey, I am a historian. I love history. I always have. I've always loved war history particularly. But there's a lot of stuff that goes into war history, because war history isn't just battles. It's everything. It's politics. It's life. It's culture. It's the civilians. It's the cities. It's locations. It's geography. It's a lot of stuff. So overall, in general, while I am learning primarily about the battles, the conflicts, and everything that surrounds the conflicts, I am also learning about a lot of other additional topics that are involved in the case of war. So I have both very limited and extensive knowledge, and also very broad knowledge about a lot of topics. And combine this with my interest in basically the sciences, just generalization science as a whole, regardless of topic, I have very extensive knowledge about a lot of stuff, like probably too much. Alexander the Great or Napoleon? For what? Who's the better commander? Napoleon. And I say this in this case. Alexander the Great, while he never lost a battle and has done some pretty impressive things on the battlefield, and is a guy who did think kind of outside of the box, he did think very much within the Greek way of fighting. And his war to conquer Persia was not just a result of him just being a great leader, but more of the result of Greece's form and way of fighting as a whole. Because Alexander's conquering of Persia was the third time Greek faced off against the Persians. Because the first two times was the Greco-Persian Wars. The first one, which led to the Battle of Marathon, and the second one is what led to the Battle of Thermopylae. And both of those wars resulted in decisive Persian defeat, with Greece coming out on top very heavily and almost entirely one-sidedly, despite their lack in numbers, and that's simply because of their form of fighting. So when Alexander's rampaging, doing his conquest of Persia, it is more of just him having the force to him having the type of army and fighting style that is capable of conquering such a large empire. Like, not to like throw shade that he wasn't good. He was good. And him to be able to build an empire of that size and not have basically everything immediately collapse on him while he was still alive is impressive. And even then, Persia remained Greek for hundreds of years after. Like, it was just upon his death where it broke apart, because his generals literally divvied up the territory between each other and then immediately fought each other to try and take it all for themselves. In the case of Napoleon, though, Napoleon was facing off against powers that had the similar type of weaponry and fighting ability as he did. And if anything, were in better positions because France was already going through the disasters that was the Reign of Terror under Robespierre. And France just being in a complete disaster because of the whole revolution. But Napoleon, I would always say, would be the better general. If not, I would argue is probably the best general in history. Just simply because he literally created new ways of fighting, new ways to organize armies, new ways to do everything. Like, he literally rewrote how war is fought and how wars can be performed. Which you really can't say that for too many generals, but with Napoleon, you can. And Napoleon really only finally fell and lost because I would say, one, he kind of lost his mind, let power get to his head to some degree. Just overall, just things wearing him down. And two, the other powers eventually learning from him, somewhat adopting his systems, and applying them against him. And once all these armies were able to turn his tactics against him, or at least overstretch him to a degree that he could not face off against because he lost control of the situation, that's when he finally lost. Because that was always the thing. Napoleon's victories were entirely based on him always having control of the situation. Wow. Let's do it. So, after all of that, that's why I would say Napoleon is the better general. The Napoleon era was pretty much the last time France could have been the hegemon in Europe. Yeah, kinda. Yes. Mostly yes. Mostly yes. And I say mostly yes to a few degrees on this. My arguing point on that is because of Napoleon III. And not without merit. Not without a reason.
At your service,
Okay, so you're going to gather up on the sides.
sons of Mars.
Here. But with Napoleon III, if you actually look that guy up, he did a lot of impressive stuff himself. Like, he was also a very impressive man. But the thing was, his situation was basically having to deal with Prussia and them creating a unified German state. And the thing was, Prussia's unification of the German states was just such a unique situation, honestly, that it's kind of hard. It would have been hard for France to really have done anything else. Because you know, it's like as soon as Prussia literally defeated France in a war, the Second French Empire died. Like, it was done. It was gone.
Commander, at your service. Commander.
I don't know where the rest of them are going to be coming from. I'm going to hope they come from over here. He was shortly shut up. Yeah, no, I would say it's like, if Prussia wasn't on such the warpath to literally build empire, then I would very much say France could have had a shot to regain under Napoleon III. It was just, that was just bad timing.
They would run back to their hovels.
And with Germany in the fray becoming basically the new power, yeah, that France had no shot left to do anything of being a main power. But here's the funny thing. France was the main diplomatic language for years, for hundreds of years. And even up until and that remained the case until after World War I. Like, Austria's ultimatum to Serbia that started the war was written in French, not German. It was written in French. Like, French was the, like, international diplomatic language. And that changed basically, and that changed after World War II with basically British and American, yeah, British but mostly American, like, control of, well, everything. Okay. You think this is a good setup? I think this is a good setup. I'm not coming after you. Fuck you. You come to me. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Face my spears.
Jupiter gives us strength. Quick march! Astarte, ready and waiting. Tribunus.
Easy win. It should be. Ah, fuck. Get on the bridge. Deselect you. You guys spread out. So, they are a little bit awkward, but it's fine. Corner and corner. There. Spears are my first line of defense. And now we simply wait. Oh, the timer's gone. I think I have the timer turned off. Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. The French birth rate started declining before the French Revolution, while Germany's birth rate was growing. That's an interesting fact. I didn't know that. I can understand entirely why that might be the case. Because if you would think about this, France, like, think about, like, what was some of the causes of the revolution. People were starving, the country was poor, and the monarchy just didn't seem to actually care. So you can understand, like, declining birth rates in the same angle of why a lot of birth rates in our modern day is dropping. You can't afford it, and you can't feed kids. If you can't afford to have kids and you can't be able, and you wouldn't be able to feed them, then it would be hard to have them. And considering we're also talking about a time before modern medicine and germ theory and all that, that wouldn't make it easier either. Fine, I'll come out. Fuck you. Actually, no. You know what I'm gonna do? Get out here, spears. As much as I want a mass defense, I'm gonna try and bait them a bit. I only want to know commanders. Yeah, but if you think about that, it's like that makes sense in the case of France, where if the living conditions are so bad, birth rates will likely go down. And if it's so bad before the age of modern medicine, and even in the age of modern medicine, let's be honest, if hygiene, health, food, everything of that matter is as bad is really bad, then birth rates are gonna obviously go down because mortality rates is probably because birth mortality rates are probably gonna go up massively, and people will probably go out of their way to just not have kids. While in Germany, it was still the Holy Roman Empire, made up of very small individual duchies, kingdoms, republics, whatever. Which, as long as any of those are being successful, managing correctly, and aren't putting themselves into a state of decline, then yeah, birth rate should continue to go up because people should be able to have a more appropriate ability to live. Like there's a lot of like that covers some pretty basic stuff, but that's kind of the long and short of it. Oh god, you guys suck. You're taking your sweet old time, aren't you? You're running. Last one. Last one what? They really don't want to come after me. Oh, so this looks almost like a full army, and this is 3 put together. Honestly, at this point, it's kind of to see how much damage can my spears do. There, I'll literally make you kiss them. Look, there we go. Now they're doing something. All right, you guys, get back. Will they fall for the bait? Yes, they will. Uh-oh. Shit. Get back here. Don't get caught. Don't get caught. There's that unit's done. Damn it. I'm hoping they fell for this. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna charge straight in? Nope, you're gonna throw stuff. Charge them. Go. I'm not going to Attila. Shut up. I'll go to Attila when I feel like it. Just because I want to know what this would look like. Get on the bridge. Get over here. You guys get on the bridge too.
For the gods!
Pork fried rice egg roll? What? What are you talking about? Yeah, you just chase them down. You just do that. And battle on the bridge! Dun, 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 dun. You can fire. There you go. Yeah, all right. They're gone. They're going. They're gone. Okay, what's gonna happen here? They're wavering each other. Yeah, I sacrificed my spears on this one, but I don't really care. It gets these guys moving. I'm not wasting a perfectly good setup. What's an easy one? Yeah, I do! Art of War, damn it! The problem is baiting the AI, because I literally can't sit here and just let it go, because it will never end. But this, on the other hand, now this is a functional thing. Now, this works great. Look, they're already in a bad position, and they're getting stuff thrown at them. Woohoo! Come into my death zone. That's it. Get pelted. You want to declare war on me? This is what your war will look like. Look at that Roman wall. And this isn't even upgraded units. This is still the base stuff. Let's see how well this actually holds off. I've always wanted to do a defense like this of my own. I really have. I've always wanted to do this. Well, might as well get the general something to do. All the rest of you, chase these guys. Because they're all pretty busy here. Actually, you go that way. You and you come over here. The general gets some free experience, which is nice. Those units are going to have a long trip to take.
Is dead.
Hooray! Oh, he's in here. Lucky shot. Very lucky shot. No, they're falling back already. I didn't have the time to set these guys yet. Come on. Archery fucking pretty much, yeah. Come on, I need you to get over here quick as you can. I know it's gonna be a bit because you're trying to tread through snow, but that's fine. Yeah, you guys are good. Just keep chasing them. Can you all hold out for a little while longer while these two units get over here so they can kick you in the butt? In melee. This unit are champs. Look at them go. Sure, they're taking a lot of damage, but damn, the Romans are freaking amazing. I guess in this game, playing anything other than Rome is gonna be a little bit tougher. Rome is a cakewalk, but that's what makes it fun. They're almost here. It's a little bit longer. Yeah, these guys are not doing anything, but I don't want them to do anything. Just keep chasing them. You only have that far to go. They only have all of this to go. Oh, you're out of ammo. Okay. Get on the bridge. Uh-oh, I think they might have realized what's happening. Oh well, get in here. Oh no, you don't. You don't get to get away that easily. They're still chasing them. General, get over here. I need you to do some mopping up. You're gonna lose them, General. Come on. What the heck? What? I think I found a problem in some of the terraining here. Surrender? Why would I surrender? I'm winning. I've won! Time for the death fields. Time for some free experience. Top tier gameplay. Bait them in, sacrifice a couple of spear units, and then absolutely demolish what they have. Oh, god damn it. Oh my god. Fine.